Hey folks, Ray from Love You RV. So I'm back with a review of a campground we've been staying at for the last several weeks here in September. Now normally we spend summers up in Powell River on Vancouver Island, and usually we stay on the island and go to other RV parks and campgrounds on the island. But this year we decided to leave the island and take a ferry over to Powell River and up to a campground in Lund. So this is sort of the end of what they call the Sunshine Coast. Down here is Vancouver, and from Gibson's all the way up through here they call the Sunshine Coast, and this is at the very end of the road basically, so kind of remote and very relaxing spot. You can see here a closer look at Lund, and we stayed at the Sunlund RV Park and Cabins, and it's the reason we really like to stay there is right beside the marina, so every day we could kind of walk down to the marina and check out the boats. Anne loves boats, so it's interesting the goings on down there all the time, boats coming and going and chatting with the people on the docks. Also, Lund is kind of famous for a gateway to explore much more. The Desolation Sound is right here. It's a big marine park. So people come to Lund and then they get into kayaks and water taxis and stuff, and they go off and explore this beautiful area up here. There's all sorts of resorts you can go to, and like I say, kayaking is a big thing, and boating in the summer. So it's quite a busy place in the summer, not so much in the winter. So as far as the park goes, here's sort of a map. It's just a small park, 45 sites and a couple cabins. I think the cabins they have year-round, but the RV park right now is open, I think, from May till it closes at the end of September. As far as how big the sites are, most of them will fit kind of Class C's and stuff, and small trailers. We have a 30-foot trailer, and we were able to get into this site number 21, 22, 20. These ones around here are fairly large, and down here 44 and 45 are quite big. But then some of the other ones are quite small, so you'd have to go online and see what the measurements are. One thing though, there's kind of a drawback, is when you come in here, you come off the main road down a side road, and then you have to do a sharp turn down a dirt road and another couple sharp turns to get around in here. We made it no problem, but it is kind of windy, and it's also a very steep hill that you drop down into, and also it's not very wide. I don't know if two big RVs could get by each other. But anyway, it's not a very busy park. But the main thing that attracted us is from here, we just walk down here. It takes about 2 minutes to get down to here, and then there's a small trail, and there's a wood boardwalk down there, and you can go right down to the marina. There's some shops and restaurants, and a really great bakery down there, and of course the marina itself. So in this video, I'm gonna give you a look at all the stuff down there. I'll do a walk around the RV park and around the marina just to give you some of the sights and sounds of the place. And then we also took a little trip over here. There's some beach access, so we walked down and give you a look at the nice little beach down here. And overall review of the park, very relaxing. We had a great time there. September's kind of shoulder season. The park was never more than half full, and a lot of times it was only a quarter full. One drawback though was the power was very flaky, at least in my campsite. It had very low voltage. I told the park people a couple times about it. No one ever showed up, but maybe because they're closing in September they're going to correct that. But yeah, there was kind of a low voltage. When I plugged a few things in, the voltage would drop down near 100 volts, which is pretty low for your RV. Can affect some things. Anyway, let's get to the video. Well, the park's almost deserted. September 24th. Let's give it a little walk around here so you can kind of get a lay of the land. There's a lot of sites at the back part here. And then it kind of does a loop around this way and back out the front gate. But there's another area through here we can take a look at. Yeah, there's where it loops back. A couple sites back here. These are pretty big ones back there. You can put pretty big trailers in there. Other ones aren't so big. Very rustic, nice and peaceful. And then down here there's a few smaller sites, and then the gate that you can go through and then down a little path to get to the marina, so it's a very short walk down to the marina. Nice little creek runs through the park, kind of babbling brook. I guess in the rainy season though it gets going. I noticed a guy was cleaning out the underbrush earlier. I guess don't want that to dam up. There's a little office area. It's a little place here that they have good Wi-Fi, and then back around the corner is the laundry and showers. I don't use the bathrooms here, so I'm not sure about those, but the laundry was sparkling clean. The machines worked really well. It was $4 for the washer, $2.75 or $2.50 for the dryer. Then they have some little cabins. Here's a camper's cabin. Those are all year round. Another cabin here, bigger cabin. And another cabin. And there we go. Back to our site. So, pretty small park. This is site 21, so it's pretty wide. As you can see, you have the truck and the trailer and slide. They have kind of a little bit of trees between each other, so not too bad. You're not right on top of the person. Then on this side, you've got, this one's a full hookup, so you've got sewer, water, and 30 amp power. A little area in the back here. Backs onto a bit of a forest. There are some houses up there, so sometimes you get some noise from there. A little picnic area. Other than kind of a steep, twisty entrance you have to navigate, one of the other issues I've had with this park is the power on it has been very poor. So we have a 30 amp here, and we're not getting the full 30 amps before the voltage drops. I did some tests, and we're fine if we use about a 15 amp device, but as soon as we go higher, the voltage will drop down into kind of an unsafe level down around 101 volts. Say if I have the water heater and a heater on at the same time, so I'd be afraid to go any worse. Also, my surge protector cuts out on a low voltage after 104, so it clicks on and off. Nice little beach. Just about 15-minute walk away from Sunlund by the sea RV park. A little bit breezy today. Good for sailing. The beach is full of pinky colored rocks. Beautiful September day in Lund Harbor. Gonna go up to 24 Celsius today. Not too bad, nice and calm. Just give you a little 360 of what it looks like in the harbor. A cute little marina over here. Lots of comings and goings with boats here. It's interesting to come down and watch them all. Boat ramp over there. See across there's a restaurant called the Boardwalk Restaurant. It's good seafood and stuff. And then at the back there's a building with a Nancy's Bakery, famous for its cinnamon buns, and a Pollen sweaters. Over there, Lund Hotel. And back around to the fuel dock. Interesting boat going out there. Try haul.